Okay, now it's up. Damn. Okay. Okay, so now we're
So
up.
we're up.
Yeah. Yes,
Okay.
now we're up. You want to talk about the Buccaneers rings? If you have any takes on them.
I haven't even seen him.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
About Tom Brady being president.
We can't talk about it. Yeah. We can't talk about Tom Brady being president. Bro, why are we wasting a roster spot on David Wells? Okay.
David Wells. I feel like I recognize it.
Same. He's just some backup tight end. I don't know why I recognize the name. Okay. I think we're good, right? We have everything?
Should be. Yeah.
Do you have the rules up? Do you have the NFL? Did you find the rules?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Want me to send it to you?
Sure. I'm sure we'll get some more stuff out of all this, too. And if it's a shorter pod, shorter pod. That's good with me.
At least we're here.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, on a Friday. I don't know. Give the people a little break from the hour 10-minute pods.
Yeah.
All right, I'm ready. I can get started whenever. Let me get the timer set up, and we can get started. Oh, let me put it that we're live too. Okay.
Oh, the website.
Good call. Good call. We can announce that at the front. Okay. Alrighty. Now I just put it on our story. Now let me get the timer, and then we'll be good to go. Cool. All right. Start recording. 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to the Wise Guys podcast. I'm your host, Brady Fitzgerald, joined as always by my co-host, Chris Hagan.
Great to be back.
We're here on a Friday. We're back on a Friday. We're officially
finally.
And nothing goes with Fridays like a Friday nap, which I think we both just woke up on one.
Mm-hmm.
I was slumped so hard that I woke up before my alarm, rolled over, saw that I woke up before my alarm, passed out so hard again that I freaked out when the alarm came on. I only woke up like 2 minutes before my alarm, and then I slumped out and then freaked out when the alarm went back on.
How it should be.
Yeah.
It's the awakening from a Friday nap is never a good thing.
No.
That's what makes it a good nap. Is You wake up and you're scared and you don't know where you are or what's happening.
I was frightened. I was like, oh, I gotta do a pod in 15 minutes. I gotta run around. Yeah, but we're back. We're here on a Friday, and I'm well rested.
I woke up at like 8:30 to play golf this morning, and I didn't get much sleep, but the nap helped. Nap helped for sure.
The nap was necessary for me. But we're back, and we came with a Friday with an announcement, Chris, because we're getting a website. Our friend,
That's right.
Our friend Kevin Tang, shout out Kevin Tang, has been working on our Wise Guys website, and I'll be putting it in the link or in the description of the Instagram right after the episode. So excited to have that there. It'll have all all of our stuff on there. We're gonna eventually have blog posts that you can see what we write about. So when big things happen and it's it's a Wednesday or it's right after like it's a Saturday, we can post it on there without having to do a whole pod about it. So I'm excited for the pod or for the website.
It's been a long time coming too that you've really wanted to have a website and just haven't been able to do it, I guess. But it's nice that it's actually here. We got a new tech guy, basically.
Yeah.
Welcome Kevin to the Wise Guys team.
Yeah. Welcome to the Wise Guys team. He's been doing great, and he built the whole website through like his stuff, so it's nice we don't have to pay for any programs or use any things that we don't know how to use because we just leave it all up to Kevin.
Yep.
But yeah, so shout out the website getting put in right after this. And other than that, no other announcements. Let's just get started, Chris. Let's just get right into it, and let's start with some high school. Let's go back a little bit. Let's go back to high school. Imagine if you got paid to play high school basketball.
I mean, I was bad, so I can't. But it is crazy thinking about like being a high school athlete and having sponsorships.
And over $1 million for when he graduates high school. That's insanity. It's gonna. I don't know. Like, I think high school's a little too much. Let the kids.
Like, if you can do it, then why shouldn't you be able to?
Well, I guess. I mean, yeah, of course. Like, it's America. Make your money when you can. But like, come on. Like, could you imagine rolling up for your high school basketball game? Just finished a long day of school. Just finished algebra 2. Come in and I gotta face a guy who's getting millions of dollars to play for a high school team.
Well, it doesn't change. I mean, you're playing against this guy either way. So he's either playing to get to a point where he's gonna make money, or he's playing for money now. It almost makes him like less intimidating. Like, he's already making money now. Like, he's not as worried, I guess, about getting to the next step. So.
Yeah, I wonder is it gonna make athletes lazier?
It's possible.
Because if there's no intention of the grind, no intention to get into the NBA because you're already getting paid at college.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm sure it's not the same money, not at all. Of course, NBA money. Yeah. But if you don't think that you're gonna be a super duper star like a max guy, just take your college money and dip.
Yeah. All right. What's this kid's name again?
Isn't it Mikey Williams?
Mikey Williams.
Ooh,
breaking news. Season 2 of Ted Lasso is now available. Yes.
I never saw the first one.
Didn't?
Mm-mm.
Should watch it. It's really good.
I've heard it's really funny. But I've not seen it now. Yeah, this kid's 17 years old. Born in 2004.
He has 3.2 million Instagram followers. How have I never heard of this kid before?
I don't know. He's the same. You know how I know him? Because he's the same year as Bronny James, and on 2K, he goes first.
Oh, okay. He's on 2K.
He's better than Bronny in 2K.
He's got a picture of a tiger on his Instagram. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. So that's his last picture is him with a tiger.
Yeah, he is like already. It feels like he's already an NBA player.
Mm-hmm.
Like looking at these pictures,
he's basically gonna be.
Yeah,
he's gonna get paid.
It's crazy. These guys are like 2000. I saw 2004. Damn.
Born in 2004.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is crazy. I mean, it's exciting. It's exciting that these kids are gonna be able to make millions at high school age.
Were there rules to prevent that in the first place?
I think it was only the college rules.
Yeah.
Remember,
so
LaMelo wanted a shoe. Well, he got a shoe. He got a big Baller Brand shoe.
Yeah. So I feel like, I don't know. I didn't realize that they weren't allowed to do that in the first place.
I don't think, because they won't be able to go to college. So, like, if Mikey Williams does that, he'll have to play in the G League or go play overseas.
Right. But could you have, like, had a sponsorship in high school, made money there, and then canceled it once you got to NCAA?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I don't think
I was reading that thing, and it seemed like nothing had changed. They're like under the name, image, likeness thing. Now high school guys can make money. It's like, but it was an NCAA thing, so I guess if not.
Yeah, because remember that's why LaMelo had to go to Australia.
Mm-hmm.
Because
yeah, that's right.
Because he was making money. So, but now it's all fixed, and we're getting I guess we never really mentioned that we're getting Barstool athletes. Probably gonna get what's it called? NCAA again. Probably gonna get that soon, and so it's looking up. College guys are finally getting paid.
It definitely changed for the better, especially because guys like LaMelo, that stuff would happen more often, where they ditch college because they can make money sooner. So I feel like it almost was a necessary move, at least for basketball.
No,
I don't know about
the NCAA
football. There's really nothing else they could do.
Yeah.
But for basketball, especially, because there was the G League and there are overseas leagues where guys could go and make money there and then go to the NBA.
Well,
instead of just going to college.
The NCAA just watched the Rookie of the Year get. He went to Australia and skipped college, and they're also the number 2 pick, Jalen Green, maybe the best player in the draft.
2K is.
Yeah, 2K is. Went to the G League straight ahead, and so, I'd be nervous if I was a colleges too.
Yeah, and it's like. It should have been done a while ago, honestly.
Yeah, they should have been.
Like the amount of money that these guys make is ridiculous, and I feel like 90% of people are on the same page on that.
I think a lot of people.
Why it's finally coming around.
It's weird how it took so long. I feel like a lot of people, everyone was all about college athletes should be getting paid. Like there's not really a lot of people who zag the other way.
Yeah, well, it's just the NCAA is the most like greedy, inefficient organization probably to ever exist. So that's why
it would suck
so long.
If because of March Madness would be gone, but like I wouldn't mind if like the NCAA took a hit. You know what I mean?
Oh no, I want the NCAA to disappear entirely.
Yeah.
And then just have conferences.
Yeah, that'd be
like smart. They're a lot of scumbags too, but they're way more efficient and they're making money for themselves than the NCAA is.
Yeah. Speaking of conferences, Chris, that's a perfect transition into Texas and Oklahoma wanting to go over to the SEC.
I mean, this has got to. I don't see any way that this doesn't shake up like literally everything. Yeah. That the SEC would now have 16 schools, which is absurd. The Big 12 would only have 8, I think. It might be the start of super conferences where there's literally like 16 to 20 schools.
Super leagues, yeah.
And it's over the next 5 years, things might get wild.
I think that would be kind of fun.
It would be very interesting, yeah.
It would be entertaining. It wouldn't I don't know. I would rather them stay in the Big 12 right now, but it would be interesting if they did head over to the SEC and see. And it's funny. I saw a thing. It was like if Oklahoma goes to the SEC, they'll just never make the playoffs again.
Well, Texas, especially. Texas can't do it when they're in the Big 12.
Yeah.
I don't know why they want to be in the SEC. I mean, obviously, and make more money in the SEC, but the fan base, they're not going to win in the SEC. They can't beat teams in the Big 12.
Oh, no.
Already struggling enough.
Yeah, I don't know. They're going to be the middle of a pack or a below tier team in the SEC. So I don't know why I guess they are just thinking about the other implications they would get from, money, basically.
Yeah, I mean, Maryland did that basically with the Big Ten. They moved over there knowing that they'd probably still get crushed in football. From the ACC, they could at least compete a little bit and then move to maybe one of the toughest divisions in all of the country.
They would be good at
East, and
Texas and Oklahoma would be good at basketball, though.
Yeah, because SEC basketball is not the same.
SEC basketball is not very good. I think the best team is Alabama, and they're not that good.
Well, Kentucky.
Oh, Kentucky. Yeah.
Kentucky, you've got but they're the only one that's every year they're good.
Yeah.
Texas and Oklahoma are usually pretty decent.
Yeah. The
16 teams in one conference to me is insane.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of teams.
And can we just finally change the Big 12 name after that happens? Can we, they're not the Big 12. They're not even the Big 12 right now.
I know.
So
I wonder if they'll try to add more teams. I'm assuming they will, but like, I don't know who you're gonna get.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And are we gonna have like an 8-team conference and then a 16-team conference?
Yeah, it seems like that's
It's a little off balance.
not fair.
Yeah. Yeah. But I don't know. I feel like there's problems with college football anyways. That this just kind of throws another wrench in it. Where there's just going to be probably more problems.
Mm-hmm. The weirdest thing about college football to me is just how often it's changing. Like, I feel like you go maybe 5-10 years max before something like crazy happens.
Mm-hmm.
Everything just changed. Like the college football playoff went from BCS for a couple years, and then boom, the whole playoff system has changed. Teams are like major powers are always jumping conferences.
Yeah.
And like the NFL, you haven't had a new team in 20 years. No one switched divisions or anything.
I think it's cool.
It's just weird, all the moving parts. I don't know. It throws me off.
Well, it does. But, like, I don't know. We talked about NBA expansion teams. I would love an NFL one, too.
No, I don't. Because NFL's already set perfectly where you've got 32 teams, 8 divisions of 4 teams. Like, if you throw another team in there, it throws everything off.
That's fair. That's true. It will mess up the numbers. And I guess 30 I would like a team to move though. Another team.
Yeah.
Like to move
send like Jacksonville somewhere else.
Yeah. And move and like rebrand, you know. I guess we're getting a rebrand with Washington eventually. Yeah. But
hopefully not a move.
Yeah, but not a move.
It's
like
sad.
Like a whole like get rid of the Jaguars. Like come on. Let's get something cool. Get some fun in there.
Yeah. But I'm with you there.
But it looks like in the sports world we're getting enough bad names already that a new move would just turn into another bad name. So that takes us into the Cleveland Indians, Cleveland Guardians.
There you go. I don't hate it.
I don't hate it either. It's just kind of boring. Yeah,
it is boring. And the thing that makes no sense is why they're doing it in the middle of July. When they're in the middle of a baseball season.
Baseball is making no sense so far. I mean, the draft is in the middle of the season, and then now they're getting a whole new team name in the middle of the season. Are they like, will they be the Guardians next time they play?
I don't know. I looked at the MLB app, and they're still the Indians right now. So that's the thing that makes no sense. If it's not offensive enough that you have to ban it right away.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Just wait. Makes no sense.
It's still Cleveland Indians on ESPN right now. That's what I always thought at the beginning, where it's like the Washington football team was the Washington football team because of the name was so offensive. If the name has to change with the Indians, why are they allowed to keep it for another season? Like if you're gonna change it, change it. Don't just say you're gonna change it.
It's such a strange move, and people are saying like, oh, why are the Redskins taking so long to change theirs? And it's like, I would much rather wait until the end of the season than just drop it like in the middle of October, like before your week 7 game against the Buccaneers. It's like, oh, by the way, the Hawks now. And it's like, whoa, what? We already played half a season under this name. We're just gonna change it like in the middle of the season.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. I don't. The Guardians, I feel like the Guardians are just kind of a lame name. The logo is pretty simple, too.
It is pretty lame. When they tried to keep the same logo, basically, as the old one.
But it's
obviously not the same letter.
Yeah.
But, yeah, they didn't really rebrand it all. Which is fine.
I don't know.
People get attached to the color scheme and stuff, so.
It's just... Like the logo with the 2 G's on the baseball, that doesn't make much sense.
It looks like the old Angels logo, kind of.
Yeah, and the G has wings. It's like, what does that have to do with?
Yeah, I don't know why.
And what is a what is a Guardian?
It's just I don't know. First thing I associate it with is when you're like forms at school and they say have it signed by your parent.
Yeah, exactly. Are these are these parental figures? Are they going to have a bunch of parents on the sidelines dancing around?
The daddies.
I think, yes, they're the Cleveland daddies.
The Padres.
The Cleveland mommies.
The Guardians versus the Padres in the World Series.
What I think should always go into a good name is how the mascot's gonna look. It's a sports
Yeah.
team. Like what?
Yeah, that's true.
I don't understand.
I have no clue what the mascot would be. I mean, sometimes you gotta throw that away because I mean, look at the Red Sox. Like the mascot is
That's true.
The green monster because of the wall. Or the Philly Fanatic is literally just some creature.
Yeah, I guess a lot of them are just some creatures, but I don't know. Yeah, you have a point there, but Guardians just lame. Apparently,
it is lame.
Apparently, the Cleveland Indians mascot is named Slider, and he's just like a pink, like thing. I guess they thought.
Yeah. Oh my, that's kind of horrifying, actually.
Yeah, it is. It looks like throw up.
They just like combined every mascot that's ever existed and just.
Yeah, I think it's
there he is.
I think it's an experiment gone wrong. Slider needs to be put down respectfully.
Yeah. Well, at least it's not Chief Wahoo. At least they didn't have like.
Yeah, that's true.
Redskin running around.
That is true. I don't know. That name's lame. Guardians. I hope the football team doesn't do something that generic. They probably will, but I hope it's not.
The problem is it's tough with names nowadays because like
because
all the good names are so like historic and they mean something, and when you're rebranding, I don't know how you get away from a generic name.
No, and I agree. And I think that's how it goes. Like, I feel like on a creativity side of things, the world is in a little bit of a slump. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're running out of ideas.
We're running out of stuff to do. We all kind of pretty much did it. So, I get it. I understand. I knew that it was like I know the Washington name's gonna be similar. Like, just prepare for it.
Yeah.
But
I know they've been researching for a while. See what all that research can do.
They have been researching for a while.
Turn into the
years.
What was that one name? Like the Demon Dragons or something?
The Demon Cats?
Demon Cats. Yeah.
What I didn't realize is the Demon Cat stands for DC.
Oh yeah.
So
at that point you're just like embracing chaos. You're just like, all right, we're gonna be the Demon Cats.
Yeah, for the DC Demon Cats. That's kind of sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, for like the XFL.
What was I gonna say? It's like you could pick like an animal, a name like Guardian, like I don't know. There's not a lot of stuff to do, so I understand. But
I feel like Guardians was on the list of names that they might pick. Washington.
Probably was.
So maybe
didn't they have like
Indians
politicians?
like swooped in.
Didn't they have?
Yeah.
They had
Presidents was on there.
What was the really like? It was like It wasn't ambassadors, but it was something like
Aviators.
Aviators was pretty bad. I'm so sick and tired of talking about Washington's name, dude. Can they just have a new name already?
Well, we don't have to talk about it. Like we know that it's not going to happen, and it just keeps coming back up.
Because it's kind of egregious. It's like, all right, let's get a name. Like I saw this Schefter Instagram post saying the Washington football team is keeping their name for this year, and I was like, I thought we knew that. Like, I thought they were.
Yeah, I know. Oh yeah, it was on the bottom line during the home run derby. I remember, and I was like, yeah, we literally knew that a month ago.
I was like, that's old news, bro. There's no nothing has changed. But whatever. Speaking of football.
Senators would be kind of cool.
Senators? That'd be sweet.
Yeah.
The Monarchs is the stupidest one.
Monarch, yeah. I liked the name Monarchs, and then I thought about it, and I was like, never mind. That would, especially because I've been saying that I want a name that like means something.
Yeah, Monarchs. That's just like a big FU to America.
Yeah.
Name them Monarchs. Okay, since we're talking about the NFL, let's talk about Davante Adams real quick, because apparently he's also out. Bunch of babies in Green Bay, apparently.
Or it's just actually more toxic than we think it is. And we've gone this whole time saying we don't want to talk about Aaron Rodgers when Aaron Rodgers might not be the biggest jerk. And it's actually Green Bay just sucks.
It's also like if No, this is the. Sorry, I'm trying to gain my thoughts. This is why Aaron Rodgers is such a turd. Because the contract extension is up, and why would he extend himself to a team that might not have Aaron Rodgers in a month?
Yeah,
Why would he
that's
extend
true.
himself to Jordan Love if he doesn't think Jordan Love's gonna be good? So maybe it's not that it's toxic. I mean, it could be. It could be that it's toxic, but it could also be that Adams wants to win a Super Bowl. Doesn't want to play
Mhm.
for some shitty Green Bay team.
Yeah, that's true. And Rodgers is in his ear too, and like,
Probably,
hey,
I would assume so.
getting out of here. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
stay. Don't
every
sign an
day.
extension.
He's probably texting every day, and he's probably like, "All right, dude, do not I will not show up to training camp. Don't sign extension."
Yeah. Be like, dude, like I'm 1 week away from signing a lease in Denver. Do not
Yeah.
sign an
Word of
extension.
advice. Word of advice. I bought a house in Denver. Just so you know. He's like, I'm not gonna tell you anything else. Just know that I bought a house in Denver.
Yeah. Did you see I think it was on PMT that they were talking about it, where Rodgers and whoever his girlfriend is now, like they were taking Spanish lessons in Green Bay, and they like canceled their Spanish lessons, and they're like, oh, that must mean that they're leaving Green Bay and they're going somewhere else. I do love stuff like that. That stuff is so fun.
Like when Kawhi Leonard was a free agent, like,
Mhm.
oh, he bought a house in LA.
Mhm.
And he bought a house in LA like a year before. Because
Yeah.
he just got traded there to Toronto, and they're like, oh, he's not signing.
Yeah. It was when when he was signing somewhere else. That was when it was at its all-time peak. Where it's like literally anything he did.
Yeah, because he was like, LeBron James' kids are going to school in LA.
Mm-hmm.
Tom Brady was like that too last year.
Yes, Tom Brady was like that. That's actually
Tom Brady might have been the
so
biggest
who
mystery.
I remember.
That guy had houses all over the place. His kids were, remember, his kids were in like New York, and they're like, oh, he's signing with the Giants.
Yeah, he probably does stuff like that on purpose, like send his kids to Chicago just to mess with America,
just to piss him off. Yeah, I mean, think about it. At that point, you know how much spotlight's on you. Like Rodgers knows what he's doing.
Oh yeah,
and he's selfish, bro. It's annoying.
He is selfish.
It's annoying that he can just drive the media to say whatever he wants. But this hasn't happened in like a couple months. I saw a Photoshop today, and I was like, I'm getting pretty excited. Davante Adams, let's get into the Patriots.
Oh no. I haven't seen a Photoshop yet because I haven't been on Twitter much, but
I feel like I haven't seen a Photoshop, a good Photoshop for a person I want in a while, and
neither have I.
And I was sitting there and I saw it just up on my feed, and I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah, because it's been a while since we've done like the Rodgers and the Watson Photoshops, and Julio, I guess too.
Yeah, they're all old news, and now Julio's actually traded, but the other two are just old news. No one's doing the Photoshops anymore, and there's no Allen Robinson. That's because he is playing for them, or playing for the Bears. I mean, this year, so there's no trade rumors with him. I saw the Adams one though, and I was like, ooh, that would be.
He is so good.
He is so good.
Davante Adams. I mean, I can't think of a guy who's gotten good like as quickly as he has. Like all of a sudden, he's like the best receiver in the NFL.
Yeah, he'd had no like years of middle ground. I feel like he was like no one really knew about him, and then all of a sudden,
it was like right when Jordy Nelson left. It was like, oh, they got this guy Davante Adams, and then he was going off for like 1,400 yards.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember the first year I had him in fantasy, and I literally he was just my favorite. So I still
love
love him.
He was like your son.
He was my son.
I remember you were like, "Do you see what my son Davante did?" Like, all right, relax.
Yep. I think I probably sent you everything you posted on Instagram.
Yeah,
it's like, look at him. What a king.
Look at him go. And then I drafted him the next year, and he had turf toe. Didn't play 8 games. I was so mad at him.
And this year had a repeat of what he did 2 years ago.
Yep, and I didn't have him, of course.
He would literally just go for 40 every other game.
Yeah, he's ridiculous.
Literally unstoppable.
Speaking of fantasy, it's fantasy season.
Oh yeah, did my first mock draft the other day.
I'm looking
at a feel for the board.
I've been looking at rankings.
Running back is thin this year. That's what I've noticed.
That's your word of advice?
I'm just something that I've noticed gets dry very quickly.
Also, our group chat. This is a little. I guess maybe the people only care about this, but Our group chat needs to figure it out. I feel like I asked months ago when we're doing this.
Well, we've gotten to the point at least where when everyone's leaving. So that's progress, I guess.
The other thing I didn't want to be selfish in the group chat, but I wanted to, like, it doesn't matter. I don't care when any of you are leaving. I leave the 8th.
You're the first one.
Yes, I leave the 8th. We have to do it before the 8th. Like, like, everyone's dropping their dates. Like, oh, August 30th. It's like, bro, it's long gone by then. We're not doing the draft by then.
Yeah. I don't know if we can do it in person because I really don't like doing it before the preseason's over.
Neither do I. I have my other draft. I have it next week. Next Friday, I have my other draft. And I'm like, holy shit, half my players are going to get hurt in the preseason. I was like, I know everyone I draft is going to get, but that's the one I don't super care about. I care about, of course, this one more because there's a trophy involved. But
I think about like the other leagues that I've been involved with, and it's just not even close. The amount of intensity and like hatred that goes into this league is unbelievable.
For some reason, we don't have like names that stay the whole time.
Yeah, no, we don't. Well, because they get changed throughout the year.
Yeah, and they get changed every week. We make fun of each other every week, which I think is funny. I like how we do it.
It's fun, yeah.
What was I gonna say? There's a lot of interesting stuff for fantasy this year. A lot of interesting. I'm excited for it. I want to see
what I did like to see was Antonio Gibson and Terry McLaurin were both in like the top 30. Mm-hmm. I could not tell you the last time there were two Redskins like even close to high in the rankings.
Oh, you're telling me, dude. All the Patriots skill players are all so lame.
Yeah, but you would always have like Gronk up there.
That's true.
We'd have
and Brady, and like it'd be Gronk, Brady.
Yeah.
Edelman
sometimes.
It's just been recently where it's just been barren.
Yeah. And you're like, wow, look at all these guys on teams that are good.
I hate doing that, and the highest one is 74. That's the highest Patriot.
It's Damian Harris.
Yeah, it's Damian Harris, or at least for the rankings that I'm looking at, there's 74. But like. The worst is when it's like there's like Lions in front of me.
Yeah.
There's like Robbie Anderson off the Carolina Panthers are in front.
Yeah, that's tough.
And I'm just TJ Hawkinson and like these are just they make me sad. And that's why I look at the Davante Adams as the number on this list. Come on, where is it? He's got to be up here. 10 guy. I'm like, we could trade some people for
Adams at 10.
Yeah, 10's a little low.
Like 6.
Yeah, they don't have him as the best wide receiver. That's weird.
Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, and they have Diggs over him.
That's preposterous.
That is, I think.
Well, I guess because there's a small part of you that doesn't know what Rodgers is going to do.
Yeah, that's true. Which is also the other thing about fantasy is that reason why I want to draft later because like I have no idea who's starting for the Saints. I have no idea who's starting for the Packers. Is Joe Burrow like gonna play right away? Is Prescott gonna play right away? I don't know.
And is he gonna be the same right away?
Yeah, and I like to see the preseason games first, and I also like if I draft anyone who gets cut, I should be ashamed of myself. But you know, it's still possible.
Well, sometimes what happens in a draft is you accidentally reverse the order of the players that are drafted.
And draft absolutely nobody's for 4 rounds.
The guys who are ranked like 2,000.
I can't believe he did that. The other thing that I can't believe is that one of them got points. Josh Adams got a couple points.
The Eagles guy, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, none of those guys
dropped him before that, though.
He did. He dropped him, I think, right after the draft. He dropped all of them.
He realized what he had done.
What a bozo.
He's gone now, right? He's not in the league anymore.
Aiden? He's not playing?
Because he didn't do the punishment. Isn't he booted?
Oh, he should be booted.
I think he is.
I think Ashburn should be able to take his place.
Yeah.
We're talking about now that we have names.
Yeah, like, I really don't care. Unless they hear their name.
Yeah, that's true. They perk their head up.
Probably unlikely, but
yeah, but I'm excited. I have a lot of sleepers that I'm already lining up. And this is actually something people were. Did you hear about? Did I explain to you the rules that I wanted to add into the league?
With waivers?
Yeah, the waiver rules.
Like where you're bidding on guys?
You know what
Yeah.
you understand? Yeah, so for the
I
people
think
at home, I'll explain it for them. For the people at home. And if you need a refresher, Chris, just procure yourself, pay attention.
Tune it in. Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, so each week they have the waiver wires that starts on Monday and then goes to Wednesday or Tuesday and goes to whatever. But during that time, instead of it being just whoever had the worst week last week gets the first pick, it's you put in money. It's fake money, but it's money within the game that you say, "Oh, I want who would be on the waiver wire? I want Nelson Aguilar. I'm going to bid, $5 Nelson Aguilar, but if you bid $6 on him, you get him." So it's like it's a mind game thing where it's like, who do you think? It's like especially your opponent next week. You're like, who do you think they're gonna pick up?
Yeah.
Who do you think? And then you can either like rate. I think you can see the bids, like who's paying for what. So you can like outbid people. I think it'd be fun. I think it adds a whole element.
The only thing with that, do you get a certain amount of money the whole year?
Yes, yeah, you get like $200 the whole year.
Okay, because I was gonna say like, if you get the same amount every week,
no, you
just want one guy.
Week, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I do like that.
No, you get a whole, and if you don't get, and at the end of the season, if you're out on the $200, you can still pick up after the free agency starts, but you can't waiver claim at all.
Okay. You have no money. Yeah, that makes sense.
Like you have to spend $1 on a player no matter what.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah, I do like that.
I feel like it could get, especially with our group, that could get really.
Oh yeah.
We could get really devious with each other.
Yeah, and shady.
Yo, definitely some shady stuff going on. We'll find out. Like at the end of the season, they'll be like, "Oh, I actually paid Tommy real money to not bid on this guy," and we'll be like, "Oh, okay."
That happened the first year.
Yeah, they paid
money. I
money.
think you bought Hunter Henry from me.
I probably did because it was an arms race at the end of the season. Remember it was the
Christian
championship.
McCaffrey.
It was Jerry and I, and yeah, I got Christian McCaffrey too.
Weren't you not allowed to play? Didn't you?
I didn't play him. To be fair, I didn't play him because I was like, I don't want to go out like this. I want to win with my team. That's when I had that was the Todd Gurley season. I got his one good year. I got it. Called lightning a bottle.
An auction draft, I think, would also be fun.
I want to do an auction draft. I think that would have to be a separate league, though. Maybe.
Probably, yeah. It take a long time too.
Yeah, the auction draft.
That's like a 2-hour process at least.
Oh, and that everyone's got to be there. Everyone's got to be there. It's got to be like a party. Like we are having a party to draft, and I think it would be fun. I would like to do it.
It would be fun, yeah. It takes a little more skill to do the auction draft.
And you get to pick and choose instead of just like, yeah, that's fun.
Yeah. I'm in one auction league, and I really enjoy those drafts.
I want to do one. I've never done one. Apparently, auction snake drafts are for infants. So
they are, yeah, for no skill losers.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. That they're for losers.
Auctions, like you can literally just like if you got sleepers, you just get them.
When you get them,
nice about it.
You get them. When do the thing with the auction is who announces each player? The game does?
So you go in order. Like a snake draft, but you just you like nominate a player to be bid on.
Oh, okay. So everyone picks a player to bid on.
Yeah, you pick a player and then they get bid on. So like if you pick a player, there's a good chance that you won't even get him. So what my dad and I do when we do them is we just nominate guys that we don't want. Just let them be bid on.
Yeah, that's
like whatever. We don't want them. Let's get them out of here.
Yeah, you roll up on the first one and you're like, pick someone who's poopy. I think I would just pick like probably the worst player I could possibly pick in every one. That would be fun.
Yeah, but then you start with a $1 bid. So if no one wants him, then you just get him. Just like fill out your bench to begin with. Just get like a nice backup quarterback right at the beginning.
Yeah. I come up with like my sleeper in the first round. That'd be funny.
Yeah. It's a lot of skill and like mind stuff.
Yeah, that's what I want to do with the waivers too. But that'll be fun. I think people are losing interest by the second.
Yeah, I was about to say this is bad radio.
Yeah, I know. Anyways,
can't help it though.
No, we love
exciting.
Fantasy football's awesome.
Love
and if
fantasy.
you're in a league, you know what we're talking about.
Yeah, right.
All right, let's move on real quick. We'll end off the pod talking about COVID rules with the NFL because people aren't getting vaccinated and people are getting fired for it.
Yeah, I don't. Obviously, I think that you should get vaccinated. I don't think there's any reason why you shouldn't at this point. But at the same time, like, it's not a requirement. I don't think you should be fired for refusing it.
The thing is, like, it's like if it's like if you want to go to public school and you don't get your kid vaccinated for anything else, you don't get his tetanus shot, he can't go to school. You know?
Yes. Yeah.
If you can't meet the requirement,
it is different though, because it is like a very new thing.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
vaccine in
general.
Like, if I don't want to get into like.
If they're asking all, yeah, let's not get super deep on this. But if they're asking all like students to get vaccinated, they should be able to ask workers to get vaccinated.
And they are a private organization.
Yeah, they can do what they want.
So So in that sense, if there are guys that like really are worried about the vaccine, like it is kind of unfair to them because I don't agree with it. But I think that you should be able to decide whether you want it or not.
Yeah, that's
and
fair.
To have the rule where you get like you have to forfeit if you have COVID due to the unvaccinated guys.
Yeah,
that kind of sucks.
It's kind of funny. That's
it is funny.
It's kind of funny.
It sucks.
But it sucks. Yeah, like if you're unvaccinated, and that's the other thing where it's a team thing. It's like, dude, if you're unvaccinated and you forfeit us a game, you're definitely getting fired.
Yeah.
So
it's like on you now.
I don't know. I wouldn't. If I was an NFL organization, I'd be like, you guys have to get vaccinated. We're not losing a game because of coronavirus.
Well, I know like the Phillies this year have had a couple guys they've had a couple outbreaks among guys that aren't vaccinated, and it's like key players that they're missing. People are like, are we really going to start losing games because we're not having guys vaccinated?
Well, that's the other thing. It's like, do you want to win football games and play football or not? Because if the NFL says you get vaccinated, if you want to play football, you get vaccinated.
Yeah. Have you seen Cole Beasley about it?
Nah, he's been all
that
over
dude
the
is
place. Yeah.
Very strongly against it.
Very strongly.
I guess he's just done. Like he refuses to play under the rules.
Well, and it's like
that's what it seems like.
But Cole Beasley, if the Bills need a game, a week 15 game to play in New England, you get COVID, and they lose, that could be a divisional spot.
Yeah.
Like once you get forfeiting games into the rules, there's no question, just get vaccinated.
You know what I mean? But I'm saying like at the beginning that shouldn't be.
Oh yeah.
Like, you shouldn't be punishing them that harshly for it.
Yeah, I agree.
Like you should be able to. Let's see, I don't understand why you have to cancel games though. Why can't you just have guys that unless it's that big of an outbreak, which I don't think would happen.
I have no idea.
I'm wondering if there's like a quota of like guys you have to have out to forfeit. Or if it's just like if there's any sort of outbreak, they just shut it down.
Yeah, you're right. If it's one guy,
people can get it. That's the other thing.
And if it's one guy out of like 53, are they forfeiting the whole game?
How can you blame it? Say it's like 2 vaccinated guys and 2 unvaxxed guys. Like, can you say it's their fault? Forfeit the game?
I guess that's what I guess the NFL could do whatever they want. So.
Oh yeah,
they just do whatever they want.
Goodell, yeah, he's just sitting up there.
Yeah, Goodell sits on his golden throne.
No consequences for his actions.
The other thing is, if you are unvaccinated, get sick, like if it's a backup center, or if it's Cole Beasley, like he's the 3rd string wide receiver, he's the slot wide receiver. If he can't play, and now they have to forfeit the whole game.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah,
and they also don't get paid, and no one gets paid, which is wild.
Oh,
players on both teams will not be paid for the lost contest.
Oh, really? For both teams? That's pretty weird.
The team responsible for the canceled game due to unvaxxed players will cover financial losses and be subject to potential discipline from commissioner's office. That last line is terrifying.
So basically,
subjected to discipline from Roger Goodell.
Basically, if you cancel a game, like your first round pick could be on the line.
Yeah.
Like because Roger Goodell, he could do anything.
Roger Goodell just sits back and what I do. You guys better not screw up.
The Patriots better not screw up. Yeah.
Yeah, that first round pick is out the window.
That first round pick should be gone. Cam Newton's gonna get COVID or something, and we're gonna lose
David Wells or whatever his name is.
Yeah, whoever they just signed. I don't. Why they sign a tight end again? Like, we have enough tight end room in the room, but yeah, the Patriots better watch out. The Cowboys are definitely losing a pick.
Yeah. I am worried because Washington only has like 60% vaxxed right now.
Oh, you're gone. You're done, so.
That would make me angry if they lose a game because of COVID.
Dude, and think about it.
I saw it and I'm like,
and then
you don't get to
watch
it. Pandemic? Oh yeah, I know.
And then you don't get to watch them play at all. It's just it's like a Madden loss. You just sim the week, and it's
when you get simmed in Madden. Yeah, so that will really bother me. Then I would be like really strongly opposed to this.
That would be annoying.
If my team loses.
Oh, if my team loses,
I'll freak out.
I'll be a big anti-vaxxer.
Yeah, just completely shift.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be a huge.
Like, you know what? That's it. I don't want the vaccine anymore.
I'm actually gonna take it out of my body.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna uninject myself with the vaccine. Oh, all right. I think that's all. I mean, that's all we got, right? Yeah,
we filled that time pretty well.
Good. A nice little short Friday pod for everybody. Everybody enjoy the weekend. We'll see you guys on Tuesday.